I'm Geoffrey J Finch from PODiUM, and PODiUM is a contemporary Australian ladies wear brand which is based between Fremantle, Western Australia and Shoreditch in East London. Winning the SOYA has meant that we've been able to extend our sales campaign further into the US, and by travelling there in February this year, and it's also meant that we've been able to firm up more of our Australian business as well by being able to visit more of our stockists and also do some really nice things like fly our pattern cutter who makes it all happen across to Sydney for our recent Australian Fashion Week show. We sort of went into 2009, a global financial crisis happening, and as a small brand that can be quite frightening. But we had the most amazing season, our best season ever, big increases from all of our majors. I mean, for example, Liberty in London doubled their order, Harvey Nichols Knightsbridge was up another 50%, and substantial increases all over the world. Generally, we had about a 30% increase all over, which given the circumstances, we were rather pleasantly surprised. I think we've been really lucky in that we have a unique design aesthetic and a signature, but we're also quite honestly priced. They want that design integrity, but they also want value for money, which has been really exciting. And they want the quality that we can offer them at a realistic price point, and we've noticed that with a lot of the big brands that we compete against in the international arena, SOYA, Mark by Mark, C by Chloe, and so on, that they've had a drop off in sales, and we've been able to pick up some of that slack. The advantage there, and it's sort of central to PODiUM, is that it gives us our unique sort of aesthetic. We're able to combine that lovely Australian nonchalant chic, and then add a London sensibility to that as well. And I think that's what we've had that since the start with PODiUM, and it's a very integral to the brand, and it really makes up our signature as well. So at the moment we're madly working away on our Fab collection, where we'll be collaborating with Aboriginal artists from the Yamaji or Geraldton region in Western Australia. I'd been interested in Aboriginal art for a long time, and then while I was working in Australia over the last few months, I was researching different artists, and then met an amazing group of artists in Geraldton, and travelled up there. So it's about 700 kilometres north of Perth, so it's the middle of nowhere. And so it's been, we've had amazingly talented artists with incredible stories to tell, and it's really lovely working with them, and in a very modern kind of way, being able to sort of do it all by email as well, through a wonderful artist liaison that we have. We have a 72-year-old man who does amazing wool crochet, which is incredible. We have another incredible artist, Manapa Butler, who doesn't speak very much English at all. She communicates mainly in Aboriginal language. So there's things that, things like that could be viewed as an obstacle, but they're actually turning out to be wonderful advantages, because they're doing some really amazing stuff for us, and I think it's going to be an incredible collection. So it really is a celebration of Western Australian Aboriginal art and culture. The artists are really excited to be involved in it, to be able to promote their artwork in a different way as well, and also, to be able to take it internationally as well. Really, it's about a sort of a collective that's formed around the brand over the years, from even when we first had the shop in Shoreditch in 2003, and through to when we launched the label itself in 2006. People have come along the way, whether they be in music or film or art, and they've sort of brought their bit to the PODiUM table. And I guess what I really focus on as a designer, and what I'm particularly interested in, is the personalities and the depth that all of those people can bring to something that can be viewed, to something like fashion, which can be viewed as superficial. and there's a nice realness to that, and it's nice to be able to work with people that you really respect as well. Straight off the bat, the recognition was wonderful and has really helped us to reach out to a broader market, and then the support in mentorship, and then also in building to build the business, and then also through the prize of the flights, and of course that lovely cash for a small company is always greatly appreciated, and be able to be able to have that a little bit more comfort in being able financially, in being able to go out and meet our customers, and visit our retailers around Australia, and then extend into New York, and so on, has really made a huge difference to the business. Certainly, like our Rosemount Australian Fashion Week show, we wouldn't have been able to achieve all that we did without the support of the SOYA, and so we've been incredibly grateful for that. Certainly with our SOYA flights, I mean, we obviously allocated that to travel to New York to sell our Autumn Winter 09 collection, and really break into some new accounts over there, and lay the foundations for major expansion over there in the coming couple of years. We've also used the flights as well to be able to I've used them to travel around Australia to visit our David Jones stores. We've started with David Jones for the first time this year, so that's been really fantastic to be able to go and meet all of our sales managers and the retail teams there who are our front line at David Jones, and to be able to make some one-to-one contact with them. And then, as I mentioned before, I mean, being based in Fremantle and Australian Fashion Week being based in Sydney, it's rather costly flying the team across, but with our SOYA flights, and also with the cash we were able to do some really nice things, and bring our pack and cutter Jane, who makes all of the magic happen, across to help us out over there. And then a couple of other of our team members. I mean, it's a big job, not only the show but also the sales. So it's been great to have that support from Qantas to really make it all happen. I wholeheartedly recommend it. It's been a tremendously wonderful experience, and it's made a massive difference to our business. On a personal level, it's really lovely to have the recognition. And then also to be able to have that support through the mentorship, and through the prize money and the flights. It will make a really big difference. So I recommend you get straight onto your application.